There you go. Wow, that's nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Parang like it was a weird feeling, all mixed emotion at the same time. I had to stay composed because I have my children. Like I can't, um, it's hard to tell them what's happening. It's hard to explain I have two kids. I have 2 years old and 4. Why they can't go to school, why they can't see their friends, why they can't go outside, and trying to make it all still parang like, oh, everything is okay. Which is true naman. Everything is okay. It's just like parang like I'm trying to find ano ba yun? Basta parang halong-halong emotion. Yung nalilito ka na, masaya ka na. I mean, Des said, and Alvina, we're financially okay. Kahit na wala nang masyadong income, I'm still getting paid. I'm still getting income from my other sources of income, basically. Pero meron din serve, and then you get, we're okay here. Well, I think we're blessed. We're not starving like the ones in the Philippines. I see my Facebook post, everybody's cooking. I'm like, what the heck? Like it's all good, but like Pinas, we don't, there's not everybody can have the opportunity to cook as much as we do. But I think it hit me around third week, yung sinasabi ni Dina na like parang it hit you finally na ako naman siguro exhausted na rin ako sa mga bata. I was getting yung wala akong katulong na ako lang mag-isa palagi sa dalawang bata. And then yung pagod ka na hindi mo na ako nagagawin mo sa mga bata. Like you're bored, you want to go out but you can't go out. But anyways, but it helps when you have a partner that's with you. So I'm glad that my husband is here, and so syempre na-expose sa kanya yung nararamdaman ko. But somebody who's living alone, or single moms, they have to take care of their kids on their own. So I'm really, you look at those things and you feel blessed. And and I try to make, like I said, financially we're okay. Kaya I try to offer my help with the best way I can, which is teaching classes. And that's why I decided to give those classes for free. Kasi nga, like, I mean, we're okay financially, thank God. Fortunately, we're still, and I still have I feel like it's also a way to thank people for their support and loyalty, for everything that, they're still with me throughout these years. And being able to reach globally, katulad din sabi ni Vina, I'm surprised I can reach people from the Philippines. They're actually happy that I'm teaching Zumba classes, the yoga classes. So those things are free, and if anything, if I started charging $5, good luck, diba? Mga Pilipino nga. Wala ka silang pali. Yeah, you can't even get them to e-transfer. Like, what e-transfer? Never mind. So yeah, those little things. But all in all, it's good. I mean, we make the best of. Yeah. You're gonna dodo. Diba?
Ako naman. Okay. Ako, first month of quarantine. Yung unang-unang, I go to Dawson, paano ba pronunciation? Dawson or Dawson College, because I'm taking a program, continuing education there. So it started beginning of March. So, di ba, March 13 yung last day. For the first 2 weeks sa school, I'm telling you guys, it's super intense kasi nung class, fast-paced. Hindi na ako humihinga, pakiramdam ko. Pag na-attend ako ng klase doon, hindi ako humihinga kasi sa dami ng napatrabaho sa amin. So that's in addition to the list of things that I'm doing outside the school. Kaya nung nalaman ko yung nung sasara ang school, as in, ako lang yata yung talon ng talon sa class. Sobrang tuwa ako kasi I need a break. Nagdarasal, parang sabi ko, gusto ko narinig na yata ni Lord na talagang gusto ko ng break kasi hindi ako maka-catch up. Sobrang intense kasi nung program. So, tuwang-tuwa ako. And then, pag uwi ko, that week after, yun yung first week ng lockdown, ng pinakamatindi, kasi na-realize ko na yung first or second week, yung unti-unti nang nagka-cancel yung, kasi I do photography, diba, tsaka photo booth. So, I have a photo booth contract sa Jazz Festival this summer. I have a photo booth contract sa Grand Prix F1. This is my 5th year with them, if ever magtuloy. And second year with Jazz Fest. Lahat canceled. That's malaki yung nawala sa akin. So, halos isang araw akong nagkulong sa kwarto namin dahil talagang hindi ko alam, basta ganun ang mentality ko kapag may nawala sa akin na talagang pinaghirapan kong kunin, nagkukulong, hindi ayoko nagkukulong ako sa sarili kong bubble. So, ang nangyari, I think ang ginawa ko na ng sarili ko, kasi alam ko walang mangyayari, but I have to deal with that emotion. Ginawa ko na lang after that is inisip ko yung mga buklod families ko. I have 20 families kasi sa dalawang group session, and I asked them, I have single moms na maliliit pa yung mga bata. When I started asking them kung kamusta sila, kasi 2 weeks nang walang pay, kung ano na nangyayari. That's when they start asking for help, yung mga grocery, hindi sila makalabas kasi their children are little para lumabas, right? So, doon nagsimula, doon ko pinivot, nagagamit ko na yung word na yun, yung aking atensyon. So, hindi, saglit lang yung depression ko doon sa nangyari. Ginawa ko na lang ng positive, so tumulong kami, humingi ako ng tulong sa ibang mga organization. So, yun ang ginawa namin for the first month. And at the same time, yung online classes ko pa rin tuloy-tuloy. Yung mga bata, 2 high school ko na eh. So, both of them have distance learning. So, okay naman sila sa studies. Walang problema, tuloy pa rin. And what I'm most thankful for is financially, buti na lang nakapag-prepare kami dito sa na to. Sa akin siguro, hindi muna ako mag-freak out hanggat hindi ko nagagalaw yung emergency fund namin. So, okay pa naman at then nakatulong nga yung CERB. And at the same time, I think ginamit ko rin ito ito na yung payback na hinihingi ko na sana paano ako makaka-payback pa. I started financially since hindi ako wala akong maitulong, based on my services and skills. So, yung kung ano na lang yung extra sa finance na naka-set talaga for sa tulong is sa donation, yun ang inti-inti kong pinapamigay kung sinong may kailangan. And meron kami sa family sa Pilipinas na tinutulungan din. Ayun, yun ang nangyayari sa ngayon.
How are you helping people in the Philippines?
Friends, my yung 2 of my closest friends in high school na matayan kasi sila. So, yung isa doon, yung asawa niya na apektuhan sa COVID, na naging positive, and it's not sure kung it's not doing well or ano, pero siya lang kasi yung breadwinner, yung lalaki. So, walang income na pumapasok. So, kahit paano nagpapadala ako ng sustento. Kahit pa, kami mga kaibigan, tapos kung sino lang ang kaya pa, tuloy-tuloy lang. And then, yung isa ko naman, single mom siya, yung isang kaibigan ko, single mom siya. So, kapag humingi lang yung, pag nagkikwentuhan, ganito nangyayari. So, syempre, ako sabi mo, private message mo, do you need help? Okay ka lang ba? Kasi I can help. Ito ang kaya kong ibigay. So, yun, ganun na nangyari. So, ngayon patuloy, every week may parang sustentong nagsusum doon sa kanila. Yeah. Bukod pa yun sa mga donations na humihingi dito. Pero kung kaya, why not, diba? Ito na yung payback daw eh. Pay forward or payback.
Okay, so for the second question, how does social media affect your life? Does it help? And do you feel there's a difference in the way you interact with people? How does social media affect my life right now? Syempre, when I'm spiraling, I don't want to see any kind of thing on social media. I don't want to compare what I'm doing to what other people are doing. I don't want to be overloaded with like negative information or like just not helpful information. So I turn off I turn off my ringer so that I'm not constantly looking at my phone. And it it helps. I mean, it helps that I could still communicate with people, but I'm not talking to them any more or less. So I wouldn't say it's really different for me.
Ako naman, how does social media? Nakatira ako sa social media. Importante sa business ko yan eh. So, affect your life during this pandemic, walang difference. Mas maging na heighten up pa, na level up pa to the and does it help? Yes, kasi gusto ko updated ako sa news. Gusto ko well-informed ako kung ano nangyayari sa labas, ng mga kaibigan ko, and that's everything social media. I've been using YouTube for a while. Nag-subscribe ako dahil na I think it's useful sa akin. Ang dami kong natutunan din doon. And nag-iisip na rin akong mag-launch ng sarili kong YouTube, pero hindi talaga ako komportable sa harap ng camera. So, babalik ako sa podcast. Yun na muna sana ngayon. Dahil, and then, tsaka ako na i-integrate yung podcast sa YouTube. Yun na muna ang inaayos ko ngayon. And then, do you feel difference in the way you interact with other people? Kasi introvert ako eh. So, prefer ko talaga yung ganito prefer ko talaga na nakatago ako. Nakikipag-communicate. So, walang difference. Ganun pa rin.
Okay.
Sino next?
For me, so how does social media affect your life right now? I know that social media can give a lot of information out there. Anything that like you said does that it's not adding value to my life, like I don't follow that. I just like to like be in a state of positivity as much as I can. Although there's a lot of negativity out there right now, always being happy and grateful is things that I look for. And in terms of like my business, when I'm building it, like it's great because I know there's a lot of people that's hurting there, like financially. So I get to like connect with them on one-on-one. We use like Telegram or Instagram or Facebook, and we do like more. I do a lot more like video calls, FaceTime, which was something I was very uncomfortable doing. Not used to seeing my face and like how I talk and how I look. I always see the world like, you know, from the outside world, but not like, you know, seeing my reflection. So it's pretty cool to adjust. I believe it helps a lot, like in my self-esteem. The more I start doing this, do you feel a difference in the way you interact with people? No, same vibe, same energy. But I do miss like interacting, like, you know, giving handshakes or hugs or stuff like that. You know, it just sucks that like, but I think that when this is all over, like, you know, we'll get the chance to be like more thankful and like, you know, appreciative to like, because we can't appreciate something like once it's taken away, you know, like you really have to really like lose something, and then once you know that it's gone, like you know that like, man, like I really took advantage of that, you know. So um hopefully there's more you know, people opening doors to people and common courtesy and all those good stuff. So yeah.
Ladies.
Okay, so I didn't. Go ahead. Saying something, Gabriel. Gabriel.
No, I said your turn, like your name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I used to. I wasn't very active with social media before. In fact, I opened my new account for Zumba. But somebody told me, well, if you're gonna be a Zumba instructor, you need to have like an account. And so I always believed in human interaction. I always believed in. I didn't want. I was against, you know, about when people saying, "Oh, you went for a trip." Like I wanted to be raw. I wanted to to be able to connect with someone and see them in person and say, "So, how are you?" I wanted it to become real, not because I've seen that you went on a trip on social media. But then because of this quarantine and all that stuff, I realized social media could be gold. It's powerful. I've been using it as a platform. I've been putting out my morning run every day, not because it's for myself. It's to inspire people to move, because I know it's important, especially at this time. So I just put it up there almost every day. I put up my run. I put up my yeah. It's actually not for me. It's for them to say, "Hey, move, like keep moving, because it's good for your mental health, especially nowadays." And then I put up one of my colleagues in the head office, she took her life 2 weeks ago, and I put it up there because it is important. Like, I know that in this time it's very, like, people die of COVID and people die of depression. Like, it's the number one problem after COVID, after. So it's also raising awareness. The social media it's a powerful platform to raise awareness. I put up my first food, my first cake that I made last night. Like, I've been dreaming about this. I've been perfecting that low carb, no sugar cake, and I was like thinking of making it into a business. Like, I think that when we are able to release and let go of what's happening around of the situation, you release and you allow something good, something better to come into you, and ideas come in, and so that's how we grow. We when we're able to let go, accept, and release what we cannot control, then new ideas come in. And when we connect, like, with people like this, we see people moving, we see people.
I know. Yeah,
I
I
hear
know.
you, and you're connecting, we're talking.
I
It just
know.
so good. It does.
I
So
know.
yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I totally agree with Divina.
Yeah.
That's why I was so, it's inspiring when people like you post, running. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's running every day.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I wish I could run too.
Yeah.
No, it's good because it inspires people, and social media is a powerful tool if you use it as a tool. Yeah, so yun nga lang, may marami, syempre, like anything else, there's pros and cons to things, and yeah, you just choose to look at the positive side. Kaya, so lately, so ang daming food, daming food po. Syempre, magugutom ka kasi all you see on your Facebook is all food. So I'm like, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna all my fitness videos. So like, one person gets inspired, then great. But like, food, it's okay, but like there's just way too much food going on. Like it's the least that you need at the moment. Like obviously less movement. But I mean, mine, of course, like it's a therapy for other people. But like when there's just like too much food happening, then I'm like, okay, well, I need to delete. Either I need to delete those people
or hide. Yeah.
or I just change who I follow. So I start following like more fitness more resourceful people who are more like what Vina is doing, promoting health. Yeah, it's a powerful tool, but yeah, there's a lot of noise too, like I said. So for me, it's helped me big time because I was able to come up with new ideas, like what Vina was saying. When you let go of, you just accept things as is, new ideas come. So the latest idea that I came about was the wine and yoga.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
And Josh, I'm like, this is a great idea because what? You can't drink in a yoga studio because
Yeah.
True.
But when you're in your own home, you can drink
anything. Yeah.
You can drink whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it's like we're communicating. So I said, like, it's a great idea. I'll try to. I organize an event. So thank you for that idea. Social media is great if you use it to your own good. For sure, it's gotten me. Na rin ako, what do you call this? Like, nadala na rin ako kasi sometimes you're on your phone just like scrolling, and it's 2 a.m. It's not doing you anything. I should be just sleeping. But so yeah, I learned to cut back and just shut it down by 12 or 11. It's getting earlier now. Before you 2, 3, I'm like, oh my god. It's addictive, but yeah.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, it's good if you can use it good.
Correct.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think because I'm on it more, I spend less time on it at night. like you said, I started recently sleeping at a good hour, and I'm getting at a good 7-8 hours of sleep now.
Wow.
Real.
But like Vina was saying, like because she's posting, it's also first I like the idea of setting an intention for your runs. I thought that was cool. Gives you another reason to go run. And also it pushes me, it just pushes me because, like, for example, I saw a guy post he ran 10K the other day, and I'm like, wow, I need to do a 10K. I need to do this eventually. So it's motivating to see other people achieve goals, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So our third question is, what's troubling you the most lately? And I know for Lourdes is the pivoting. You need to
I think mas may deeper pa doon actually.
Okay.
So that's the first thing that came to my mind actually, and it's been troubling me for a while. Yeah, not for a while, for a long time.
So like are you do you have time to work on that?
I do. I do. Pero nasa attitude ko ang problema. I'm nakakalimutan ko na naman yung mga words. I'm the most procrastinator in the world. The worst one. I'm putting myself at the top na kasi talagang kung mapapagliban ko, kung mapapaput aside ko, and I always put it back. And then if my mind is set into something, I will try to find excuses to do something else para lang hindi ko siya magawa. And that's the worst. And if that's, yun ang sinabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, God did this, gumagawa na ako ng mga stories sa mind ko. God did this sa quarantine for you to better yourself, to fix your procrastination attitude, and start with the habit. So, andun pa rin ako every single time, every single day, actually. Lagi kong inoobserbahan yung attitudes ko. Tapos, ayun, as I try to, as much as possible, accomplish at least one thing na talagang, kasi ang dami kong gustong gawin. So all of a sudden, ang dami kong gustong gawin, ang dami kong nasimulan. At unfortunately, wala akong natatapos. Ang tagal, kumbaga hindi ko na-meet yung deadline. So naapektuhan lahat ng mga nangyayari sa paligid ko. So yun ang kailangan kong ayusin ngayon. Yung procrastination problem ko. And how do you plan on doing that is to build a habit. Well, according sa lahat ng mga naririnig ko sa podcast, napanood ko sa YouTube and all that is I need to build a system and stick to it. So habit is one of them. Nahihiya ako kasi like kalibawa si Vina, nakikita ko yung mga postings niya, si Irene, nakita ko yung mga workouts, and for the past 5 weeks since quarantine, like nasabi sarili ko, I'm working out, walang nangyayari. Kumbaga, I did, siguro last week, one time lang ako nag-workout, stretching, and that's about it. So, andun pa rin ako sa procrastination stage. But sabi nila, yun nga, kailangan mo ng habit and you have to keep it. And once you do it for the next 15-20 days, keeping the same habit, wala na, magiging ganun na, maaalis na yung procrastination mo kasi you get ganun, nasanay na yung katawan mo na pagkising ko ng alas 6 ng umaga, maglalakad ako, ganto yung gagawin ko, and then yung list of task, things to do ko the day, kailangan talaga at least 1 or 2 sa listahan may matapos ako. So, ayun, yun ang aking problema. Which I'm sure connectado yun sa lahat ng mga ginagawa ko ngayon. Yun.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm a big procrastinator. like I know that I have to build habit. I know that I have to do things, but we create our own like excuses. Like I tell myself, oh, but it's okay for me to not be productive. I don't have to push myself. And I also just started I started watching Money Heist on Netflix, and that was my excuse for the past week. All I've been doing was watching the show. But yeah, even if I find, like, I'm listening to books also to help me motivate myself, but sometimes it goes in one ear and then out the next. And yeah, what I really need is self-discipline. Like now my show is over, so I have no choice but to figure out what kind of system I want to put in place. But I do have things that I do regularly in the mornings. Like once I wake up, I either read a book or go to run. And then when I come, and then usually it's around like lunchtime, and then I have to think about what I want to make and stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of work also. Like I have my gratitude list on the wall. I have like a motivation board next to my TV, so I could also look at it. But if you're not working with everything you have around you, it's like it's not there. So yeah, it helps to journal what I'm doing day to day, so that I'm seeing some of the things that I'm actually doing and what I'm not doing, versus just thinking I have to do something. By journaling, it helps shows me what I'm not doing. So that's what helps me.
That's so cool. Like I want to add into that because for me, like being disciplined, like I'm also like a procrastinator, and like it just sucks when you're so like tempted and like, you know, just not do anything and just let the day go by and not attack your goals. a lot of fun things are like that we can do is, you know, have an accountability partner, someone that's actually there, so they can, like, you know, make sure that you get the job done and then they get the job done as well. I know that wherever your attention goes, that's wherever your attention goes, that's what grows. So it's awesome that you have there's like a vision board or like a motivational board, a gratitude list, because when you're like more exposed to these things, you're just gonna be really aware about it, and you're just gonna make it so annoying that, like, you know, it just manifests in the real life. So I know that like for me, I'm very old school. Like I have this goal card. So I went to London. I went to a seminar, and it was like maybe like 2000 for like the whole trip and everything for like the weekend.
Nice.
And there's this guy named Bob Proctor, and he talks about like everything is created in your mind. Like, so you guys see right now, like you guys are using your phone or like a computer, like someone thought about that idea at some point in time and then manifested it in real life. So whatever you want to create, like it has to come first from the mind, and then you gotta always repeat it like daily. And what I practice, I set a reminder in my I use Google Calendar. So I set a reminder, which is basically like the law of 369 by Nikola Tesla, which is basically like um, if you it's like a universal thing. I don't understand really like the systematic of it, but I know that if you apply it, it works.
How
So
is it?
it's called what's it called? It's like related to like Fibonacci. So if you look into like Fibonacci, like how why nature always grows, like, you know, like a flower has always 6 petals, or like it grows in a. I have to show you guys a picture, but
Okay.
um, like basically the principle that I'm applying, which is called the 369. I repeat my goal card, so I read it 3 times. Like I express it verbally 3 times what I want to achieve at a certain date, and then I have to. I don't write it, but like it's much help. It does more. It's more efficient when you write it down 3 times.
What?
So you wake up in the morning, you do it 3 times, and then after that, later in the afternoon, you do it 6 times, and then before you sleep, before your subconscious is about to, like, you know, call it a day, you do it 9 times. So like you're sleeping on it. So when you wake up in the morning, it just compounds, and what happens is that, you know, when you're patient, you're consistent, and you're disciplined, you're organized with your day. And like this is one of the main things that I do, that if I do it, like I conquered my day. So I'm very proud of myself, and it's really good, like a success habit. And yeah, so basically when you just keep repeating on your mind, like the laptop or your phone or whatever, like it just like it just takes time to be manifested in real life, and eventually it happens. So it's very old school but amazing tactic, and I love it. This is so awesome.
Yeah, I believe that. I'm a big believer.
Yeah, true.
Definitely taking notes.
Yeah, no. It's one example. I don't have my book with me, so I also have my journal book that I write. I'm a grateful book that I my next to my bed. But one of this is ito lang kasi yung nandito sa akin. But I don't know if you can see it. So I think it's mirror, no? So I'm just gonna read it. I am so happy and grateful for the fact that I am now earning 10,000 a month.
That's what's up.
I am so happy and grateful for the fact that I am now earning 10,000 a month. So yes, meron akong book, notebook. I like writing it down. So the whole page, susat ako, I'm so happy, like put the whole sentence, Araw-araw yan ginagawa ko. Natutunan ko yan last week.
Nice.
Kalimutan ko kung kanino ko natutunan yan sa one of the YouTube. So before pa that, ginawa ko na rin yan about 10-15 years ago. Galing naman sa show ni Oprah, dahil yung sinabi niya sa ano niya, sa audience niya, na get a book, write down. I am kind, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am confident, I am kind, ano yan, ganyan, ganyan. So, ginawa ko yun kasi at that time, tinanggap, bago pa lang ako sa Tommy Hilfiger, I used to be bullied all the time. Binubully ako doon kasi wala akong experience, katarating ko lang sa galing Pilipinas, nakapasok ako sa Tommy Hilfiger with no experience. So, ako yung laging binubully sa amin, and then really, nagkaroon ako ng nervous breakdown, nawala yung confidence sa sarili, and then I watched that show sa opera, kasi yung sinabi niya. So, since then, sinasabi ko, I am smart, I am confident, I am kind, I am smart, I am confident, I am kind. Nag-iba talaga yung ano ko. Kita niyo naman ngayon, nakakaharap na ako sa mga tao. I can't do this before. As in talagang sobrang mahiyain ako. And naging natural na. O, nandun pa rin yung nahihiya pa rin ako, pero once nandun na ako, wala, parang wala nang nag-ano. So this is what my, ano ngayon. Although medyo pagka-selfish, at utak pera, pero I have to do that kasi, I guess, itong nagpapaligaya sa akin.
Lourdes, ngayon hindi ka na nahihiya sa camera. Next week, baka in the next coming weeks, parang
Makita niyo lang.
na.
Hindi, wala pa mangyayari yun. Akala ko sabihin mo, magbibigay ka na ng online classes.
Hindi ka na mahihiya.
Picture ang sarili ko.
No, but I'm a big believer of that. You write it down and whatever you wish. I've done that in my life, like since I went to university, and I wrote it down. I put it on a frame. I put it right next to my bed, and like I just look at it when things are hard, and I just look at it, and I realize, oh my God, it happened. And then whatever plan I have, I write it down, and if I frame it and I put it right next to me, my bedside, and then I look at it and remind myself, this is your goal and this is what you want it to be. And yeah, I'm a firm believer of that. Tapos yung question naman, what's troubling me the most, yun nga, like in the past couple of weeks, I always wanted to be, I wanted to make the most out of this quarantine. Gusto ko very organized. Gusto ko lahat. Like I've even sent to Desiree my dry erase board, like things that I have to do all day. But then, yun na nga, I learned to just let go of that, and I think prioritize yung, kasi if I have too much, then I feel bad of not being able to do all of it. So I try to prioritize what's the three most important, and then yun, tapos yun yung tinatry kong i-ano. And then the other thing that really is kind of at times, when I hear news, people dying and all that, parang natatakot. That's troubling me. Yung parang, what if it's me? Ganon. Because some people, they just have a fever and then they stay home and then they die, and it's scary, right? Tapos minsan when we go out, when we go for a grocery, tapos may maririnig kang umuubo or something, you kind of, there's fear, yeah, there's fear. Yun lang. Parang I think everybody at some point have that fear. Yung parang what if, yung ganon. So yun lang. I guess, by sharing it, it's parang nababawasan siguro. I guess. Yun lang. Yeah.
For sure. Which is why I also wanted to create this kind of space, because just by expressing like everything we have to feel, it makes it less heavy.
No, it's true. I-add ko lang. Yung una kong ganito na Zoom meeting, well, with my, kahit naman sa Dawson, walang ganito, hindi kami nakikita, nakikinig lang kami sa teacher, right? So yung teacher lang yung nagsasalta, so okay lang. But my very first na ganito na on-cam is sa Filipino Photographers of Montreal. And then I keep telling them, no, I wanna turn on my video. Okay lang, narinig niyo ako, magsasalta na. No, Lourdes, hindi ka mag-share, hindi ka sasali dito kung hindi mo yun. So, nung in-on ko yun, tapos when I get to see everyone, ang sarap ng feeling. Sabi ko kay sarili ko, 1 hour lang ako dito kasi I have to do something else. 1 hour lang ako sa meeting na to. 3 hours passed. Nandun pa rin ako. Nag-enjoy talaga ako. Kaya sabi ko, wow. So, tama nga talaga na yung sinasabi nyo kanina na gumagalaw na tao, interaction, nakakadagdag ng iba yung pakiramdam.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
All right.
Yeah. You're gonna be quiet. I think it's mommy's talking. So yeah, it's really fun. I like it too. Thanks, Des, for doing this. So I'm gonna take the invitation and yoga with drinks.
Yeah.
I think you guys have fun because it's actually like, it's just like this. Minus the talking maybe because we're drinking. So ano ba? Ang sagot ko sa tanong, what's troubling? So I think it's my business. You guys can definitely share your opinion kung ano sa tingin nyo. So, some of you know I'm giving virtual classes for free. And that was my first, that was my first response dun nga sa COVID. And I didn't realize that it's gonna go on longer. So now I'm like, well, it's taking my time, it's taking my resources, it's taking some part of me that costs. So I don't want to keep giving it for free. And I didn't realize that it's going to be longer. So now I feel like this might go on until, I don't know, May or June, diba? Sabi nila.
Probably longer.
Yeah, right? So I'm like, well, I can't be giving this for free. So it's not like a dilemma, or it's just like parang, how do I go from charging 0 to charging? That's like, parang like I struggle for ideas. I think people will understand that if I start charging, I think they'll understand, but it's just that parang there's so many people offering free classes. What can I give that's different, that will stand out and deserve their penny? Tapos, yun lang, parang like it's troubling me a little bit. I feel like I need to slowly transition people from paying, but at the same time, I know not everybody's fortunate to have the income. Yun lang. So parang I feel like it's a little bit of
Yeah.
I think yung charging.
yeah.
I think you should. Kasi parang, people will give more value to you when you start charging when compared to free. Kasi
Yeah.
kasi when it's free, sometimes, okay lang, free naman, I could just go. But when they pay you, they will have to come. They will have to attend.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that. Like, at the beginning, I was hesitant. Like, nag-isip ako ng matagal, am I gonna give this for free or not?
Yeah.
I think about the yung mga kliyente ko rin sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
So, like here in Canada, okay pa, pwede pang mag-charge. Pero inisip ko kasi sa ibang bansa, and then how do I have a platform that allows them to have free, and then allows them to have a paying account? Parang hindi ko pa naiisip yun.
I think like I'm also a Zumba instructor, but I've given up on that career. Sabi ko, I have to leave that to the professional ones, and I have, I enjoy selling. I enjoy selling stuff more than doing Zumba. So ayun, but I think on the business perspective of that, I think when you start people getting into a habit, get them into a habit of going into your class, and once they are on that habit, then it's hard for them to change, and then you could start charging.
Which
Because
I think you already have. I think you already have your base amount of viewers.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be a problem to start charging people.
Mm-hmm.
Have you asked them, Irene ba? I mean, the idea of charging. Have you asked your viewers?
Oh, it's not even, I don't even want to ask them. I know I'm going to charge.
Mm-hmm.
I know I think my dilemma is how do I transition? Because now I'm using Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
and so anything goes there is free. Now, if I use a different platform, like what everybody else is using, like Zoom, that's when, okay, yeah, I can charge, pero I don't feel comfortable charging Zoom because the quality is really bad. So
maybe you can invest and upgrade. Actually, I'm doing Zoom with the Gillen, with one of the,
yeah,
and it's actually good. It's like this: we dance and we see each other. And in the
yeah,
beginning, it was very difficult because some people don't know how to use it.
yeah,
People
yeah,
don't know how to mute their mics. People
yeah,
now, like, she has kind of like grown. Like, now she's sharing the music. You can share the music with another user.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
No,
you know, yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I used it already. I did because I did 2 weeks of trial with Zoom before Facebook Live, and ako personally, I don't want to pay for a quality that's not the best. Yun lang. So for me, like, this is okay because we're talking, right? Amaya, I'm in a meeting.
But because you're moving and it's dynamic,
Yeah, the quality is not the best, and I don't feel comfortable charging. So Facebook was so much better. That's the only thing. So now I feel like I have to do another. I have to open another Facebook group.
For the ones that are paying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Parang, but it's like, ang dami ng Facebook group. Nalilito na lang. Like, where am I posting?
But
Messaging me.
based on my experience, sorry, the Zumba, when it's dancing, it's a little less parang yung quality nga because of the change of movements and all. But then when we do like P90X or Tabata or abs workout, it was really fun because the movement is repetitive.
Yeah.
So Zoom, it's really good. Yung Zumba medyo less quality nga kasi nga yung change ng movement nahuhuli sa music. But the Tabata, abs and all that stuff, it's really, really worth it sa Zoom.
Okay, sige. I'll try Zoom again, but anyways, you'll see on my yoga, wine and unwind yoga. It's through Zoom kasi I'm charging that one. I'm charging.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yun lang parang iniisip ko. But I think I've found a solution. I think I'm just like not comfortable with Zoom. Parang I wish there's another platform.
Yeah.
Cisco WebEx meetings. I'm not sure if it's the same, but this is another. Ito ang ginagamit ng Yes Montreal. Cisco WebEx.
SIS, right? Or
CISCO, I think.
WebEx. Okay, detecting na ako kasi like there's another one, the cast, but it was so expensive. It's like 180 per month.
Oh, that's a lot. Or Twitch. The online gaming platform.
Ano pangalan?
Twitch, the TWI.
Yeah.
Doon yung mga online gamers, they videotape themselves, like they record themselves playing video games.
Yeah. That's true.
May tanong ako, yung sa Facebook Live ba, diba sa YouTube kapag ka nag-post ka ng video at marami nag-subscribe, marami nag-like, you get like money from there, diba? Meron bang ganung same concept sa Facebook now?
Wala.
I don't think so.
Not
that I've heard of.
Monetize yung views. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think so.
Wala.
The thing with YouTube is you could do it, but you have to be eligible to be monetized before doing it.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to do pre-recordings though, right?
Me? Yeah, I want to do. So I'm thinking of doing both, like one live and pre-record. Para at least hindi nasasayang yung pawis ko. What happened?
So yeah, what you could do is for some of your classes you do it for free, and the other classes you charge.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. It's okay, it's okay. Say hi to everyone. Say hi, everyone.
Hi. Okay.
Sing na.
Padala ko sa inyo itong Yes, another event from Yes, tungkol sa emotional intelligence. Baka magustuhan mo, Gabriel.
Yes, share.
Share away. Nauntog bata.
Wow.
I'll look for the audio on YouTube.
So is there anything else that anyone's been doing that they haven't done before? Since before the quarantine? Is there anything that you've been doing that's new since quarantine? Lourdes is obviously showing herself.
Well,
Ang
like
dami.
Gabriel, I discovered the audiobooks. Like I'm listening to the books while I run, I work out, or cook, or clean up. So it's fun.
When I do my dishes.
I do my dishes. Yeah. The best.
Try nyo rin ang podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
What do you listen to, Lourdes?
I just like search a topic. Let's say, isang araw, I feel like my confidence is so low. I'm gonna do confidence. And then one day I feel like overwhelmed. I do overwhelmed. So just to get an idea, how do I recover from being overwhelmed? How do I, face this instead of just masking it? Mga ganun lang, mga dailies But it's usually about business kapag ang podcast ko. It's anything finance and business. So, nasa library ko. Sa audiobooks, I don't know if you're a fan of Michelle Obama, but Becoming is my number one.
It's in my wish list. I heard it's really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just finished the subtle art of not giving a fuck. So
Right.
Is that a good book actually? Like
loved it. Yeah.
yeah.
Speak about the values. It's interesting. Yeah.
And confidence too, I think it's na-touch na yung subject na yun.
And
hindi ko gusto yung French so much. I mean, I told myself I wanted to practice my French orally. Pero I started to learn Spanish. It's ko na yung level 1. So this week's supposed to be my level 2. Dahil may sales sa Udemy. $15 lang yung bawat level. So nag-sign up ako doon, and I'm sharing yung mga mga anak ko at kapatid ko, sabihin they have access to the same link. So we're all learning Spanish. Para at least after quarantine, what did you learn? I learned Spanish. Pareho kasi yung Tagalog, diba? Tsaka yung language natin. So, madaling matutunan.
that's true.
It's cool that you're learning it with your kids, because then you get to practice it with them too.
Because if I see them procrastinating, nagagalit ako lalo. Kasi if I see them copying, mirroring what I do, well, yung bunso ko lang naman kasi yung panganay ko mana sa tatay eh. So, remember when, sino pa yung nagsabi, si Gabriel, nung sinabi niya na dapat meron kang accountability, meron kang another tao na that's my husband. Kaya kapag siya yung exact opposite ko, kapag siya yung meron kaming project tapos hindi ko ginagawa at siya ang mag-aano sa akin, magpupush sa akin, lagi ko siyang inaaway kasi nagagalit ako sa kanya dahil push niya ako. But he's my person talaga.
I have to go in like 5 minutes, guys, just so that you know.
Okay, that's fine. We're done anyways, so thank you, everybody.
There wasn't a fourth question?
The fourth question was, how do you take care of yourself? Which I think we pretty much covered.
Cool.
unless you guys won't have anything else to add.
Na-cover na natin. Yeah, just to be moving a lot, I guess. Mental, ano nga. Oh, yeah, that's today sa briefing ni Premier Lugo. Ewan ko napanood nyo. He's inviting everyone not to go out. But of course, practicing the physical distancing. Dahil na-realize na nga yung mental natin, status natin by being locked down, you know. So my parents have been locked down for like 5 weeks. And my mom, gala ang mommy ko eh. I just told her, I just messaged her, Mom, you can go out na. Pwede na. As long as you're wearing mask, gloves, and physical distancing, pwede na. Kasi takot siya, di ba? Dahil 65 na siya eh. So, yeah, I'm glad. So, makakalabas na.
Yeah, about that. So my grandma, she also has to stay home, but she's a busybody, so she likes to go out.
Yeah.
And she always gives me this speech like, well, you know, I'm old now, so if anything happens to me, it'll be my time.
And she
And I
enjoyed
don't know how
this.
to react to that because it's nice that she's being positive, but at the same time, it's like, okay.
You're too realistic.
That's good.
Oh. And another thing, so the thing about exercise is the idea is to get oxygen flowing in your blood and into your brain. So another trick to get that to work without doing the exercise is being under your shower in super cold water for like 15 seconds.
Mm.
Because the idea is to take deep breaths, like heavy deep breaths to maintain your body heat, I guess. And that will force you to breathe.
And wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Cold.
So to do deep breaths while taking a cold shower.
yeah, under the cold shower.
Perfect.
Pero hindi yata for long time. Like, switch mo rin
No,
yata.
like at the end of your shower.
Yeah.
For just,
Yes, the end of the shower. Correct. Yeah.
I think also how do we take care of yourself is to connect like this, like what we're doing. It's
Mhm.
fun. It's important to hear people talk, to hear other people's perspective, what they've been doing, what they've been experiencing, what are their plans, how are they taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's part of taking care of us. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's nice. Nice to do
Okay,
that.
well, thanks, guys.
Thank you rin.
Thank you so much, Dad.
We'll talk
Yes,
soon.
Ray.
Right.
Bye.
Everyone, nice meeting you guys.
I'll see you guys later, Gaga.
Nice to see you guys. Say nice meeting everyone.
Nice meeting you, Gogo.
Fish.
Bye.
Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.
Fish. Bye.